Good evening all. Today's newspaper we will do. So a big thing is coming up which is called as next census to conclude by March 2027 says government. See, for every decade we will be conducting census. Census is nothing but enumeration, counting of the population, how much is the population. So 2011 the counting has been started. 2011 the counting has been started. 2021 because of COVID the enumeration has been stopped. So there is no census in 2021. So after COVID, because of policy paralysis, again there was elections, then lot of reasons it got postponed. So now recently 1 month back, that the government of India told that now we are going to enumerate caste census also. So last news was we will be going with the caste census, and now the government is telling that by 2027, means today 2025 June, within 2 years they are going to release the 2021 caste census with the caste census with digital. Everyone will be having a digital code. Every individual will be having a digital number. That type of census will be done by which year? By 2027. So this is the news. But one thing you have to understand. What is that? Immediately yesterday evening, M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, came in front of media and clearly questioned the government of India, saying that. So 2026 there is a delimitation commission. Delimitation commission means a reorganization of MLA and MP seats. Reorganization of MLA and MP constituencies. So, according to the census, according to delimitation, after 2026, whatever the census will come, that census will be taken to reorganize in the next delimitation. So that means what? 2026, the delimitation which is going to come, it is going to take the census of which year? 2011 census. 2011 census is old census or new census? Old census. If you had enumerated by 2025, at least 2026 when delimitation is going to come, they used to take the new calculation. You are going back, intentionally you are taking the census to 2027, so that in delimitation 2026 you will be taking the census of 2011. So what will happen? North India will have more number of MP seats when compared to South India. So South India MP seats will be less. So hence you will be focusing on Hindi belt, that is Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat. This particular belt you will be focusing, and you will be forming the government at central government. If the census has been done in 2025, for 2026 you will be taking the census of 2025. So that what will happen? South India like Tamil Nadu also number of MP seats will increase. So the South Indian MPs will be deciding factor who should become the Prime Minister. In order to avoid it, you are postponing the census to 2027. So that a delimitation commission which is going to constitute in 2026 is going to take the census, latest census. The latest census is 2011 only, no? Did you got the point? That is the big news. So there is a conspiracy behind it. People are telling, opposition party is telling, there is a conspiracy behind postponing the census to 2027. If it is 2026, what will happen? They will use 2011, or if 2025 it is coming, they will use 2025. Why? Because delimitation is coming in 2027. If the census is coming in 2027, next delimitation commission they will use this census. But for this census, for this delimitation commission, we will be using the census of. Got it? So that is what this is all about. And we know our people, our West people, what they did, it's not an international match. Okay, if it is international match means it's accepted. Why? Because it's ICC match, so it got some recognition, so they are dying also, there is some matter is there. If not, we are winning on Pakistan means okay, up to some extent, or we are emotionally attached, it is having some sense. IPL is a private company type. It's a private company. In that private company, lot number of people are there. Lot number of teams are there. In that also, we all are one state. We are one country. Where this Bangalore won on which? Punjab. So in that what entertainment is there? 11 people died. And they are software people, software companies, I don't know. So 11 died in stampede. So in India, it's a common thing. If people when people come together, compulsory they will stamp together and they will bill. Minimum to minimum 10 people will die. So 5th page, if you see, one civil service aspirant, 5th page. A person who did not clear the UPSC examination, he impersonating what? IAS, IPS officers. So at least he is unable to clear UPSC. At least he is trying to what? Impersonate and cheating all the people by sending messages that I want some money. Don't become like that. Next. Telangana news, South India news. Yes, this article is a very beautiful article. I recommend everyone to read this article. This is most important article. See, please read this complete article. Generally, I will not recommend articles to read. If it is most important, then only I will recommend this. Exposomics for better environmental health. What is this? Exposomics for better environmental health. Please completely read. I read this article. This will be a very good article in order to write a very good essay on environment. This is one essay which is important. Rest all again. Yes, this is very important. Government to bring new national policy on senior citizens. What is this? See. Establishing a grievance redressal mechanism. Establishing what? Now we are planning for what? New senior citizens policy. National policy on senior citizens, the government of India is planning. Any question in Indian society of paper 1, social justice of paper 2, compulsory there will be question on senior citizens. So the government of India is planning to come up with what? New national policy on senior citizens. In that we are going to plan what? A grievance redressal. So any senior citizen who is 60 years and above, there will be dedicated toll-free number. They can call to that toll-free number and they can tell their problem. Then that particular dedicated toll-free number will connect to the implementing officers. Those implementing officers will come down immediately and they will rescue the senior citizens who are facing the problem. So exclusive grievance redressal procedure, grievance redressal mechanism will be established, which is not there in the old national policy on senior citizen. Now in 2025, we are coming up with a new national policy, which is called as National Policy on Senior Citizen. Number 1, what? A grievance redressal mechanism. Next, there should be minimum standards for old age homes. Government is fixing there should be minimum standards for old age homes. Second point, it has been mentioned. Third, promoting community and engagement, intergenerational bonding. Awareness should be provided so that there should be a community bonding should be there. So 3 things are going to come in this national policy on senior citizen. Fourth point is, if any children is not taking care about their parents, if any son or daughter is not taking care about the father or mother, they are also senior citizens, then there will be a legal provision will be launched on the children. If they are government employees, that employment will be removed by this particular national policy on senior citizens. So 4 provisions are going to come. One is grievance redressal mechanism. Second is minimum standards for old age homes. Third, promoting engagement with community. Fourth, serious punishment will be provided to the children who are not taking care about their senior citizens, means their parents. Yes. See, a very big scam. You people are working a lot. Here Lalu Yadav, what he did. Illiterate people were given jobs under pressure from Lalu Prasad Yadav when he was railway minister by whom? CBA. Group D posts were example for corruption. This is. Group D posts were being given to the Patna people who don't know to write their name. They don't know to write the name of other person also. So those people were being given job in Indian Railways. for transferring the land properties on the name of Lalu Prasad's sons or Lalu Prasad Yadav's relatives. A clear-cut scam was being given in the recruitment of Indian Railways when Indian Railway Minister was who? Lalu Prasad Yadav. Current affair, current corruption example. Who doesn't know how to write their name also, they are working as clerks. Who doesn't know to write their name, they are working as clerks where? In Indian Railways. When they inquired how you got recruited without writing any exam, just by the recommendation of Minister of Railways, they got into the job called as Group D post. A classic example of corruption. Next article. This is very important. West Asia. What is this? See here. There is something, if you IMEC. Same such question was been asked in prelims. INSTC. India North South Transport Corridor. Now IMEC, which is called as India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor. So this particular corridor, which is ship route, ship rail route, road network, connect India to the Gulf region and from Gulf region to Europe. So now this particular project, which is called as IMEC, is under fear whether to continue or not to continue because of disturbances which are happening in West Asia, which are happening in Middle East Asia, mainly in where? Mainly in Gulf countries, because of the problems which are facing. So you have to remember what are all the countries, and this IMEC was been proposed in G20 meeting of 2023. In G20 meeting which was been held in Delhi, in that G20 meeting, we planned to come up with IMEC, India Middle East Economic Corridor, India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, which is called as IMEC. And this particular plan is now under standstill, whether to continue with it or whether to stop it. Why? Because the problems which are coming out from this is mainly whether to continue it or whether there are going to come some problems. So you have to remember what? IMEC, India Middle East to the Europe. Yes. This is very important. Stainless steel. This type of questions might come in economy. Stainless steel industry seeks policy support. What is that? Now India is construction phase. We are having huge construction. We are having very big real estate. Everywhere construction will happen. Yes or no? You go any street, one construction will happen. You go any street, one construction will happen. Why? Because construction's real estate is very huge across India. The problem is, for construction, what we want? Steel. For proper construction, what we want? Quality steel, which is called as stainless steel. And we have our own steel, but we are not refining it properly, because of which we are importing 30% of our stainless steel. Means anyone, what he will tell, when you have steel, you can refine it properly and you can use it in India only. Why you are buying from other country? For that, the stainless steel industry is asking the government to come up with what? Policy support. To come up with what? Policy support. So the government should come forward with a policy so that stainless steel will be produced indigenously. When stainless steel is produced indigenously, we no need to buy from foreign countries, because of which what will happen? Imports will reduce. When imports is reducing, our foreign reserves will be conserved, saved. When our foreign reserves are saved, what will happen? Our economy will flourish. This is what the news about. So, stainless steel industry is going to flourish. For the stainless steel industry to reach its true potential, we need a policy framework that boosts confidence, support Make in India, and ensures long-term sustainability and competitiveness. We are reaffirming our call for a level playing field, urging policymakers to proactively safeguard the sector while promoting innovation. So for that purpose, what we need? A policy. What policy? National policy on stainless steel. How we have national policy for senior citizens, how we are having national policy for coal. Similarly, for infrastructure development also, there is a need for policy support by the name called as National Policy on Stainless Steel. Next. Yes, the same. So how many articles we discussed? Yesterday 10 articles were been there. Yesterday, today see. So yesterday's newspaper is very, very important. 4th June. Today how many articles are there? Number 1. Census. It got postponed by 2027. Opposition is accusing, saying that you deliberately did it. Why you did it deliberately? You want to use the Census 2011 for delimitation commission. Number 1. Number 2. Stampede. Stampede. Indian people are very ready to be died by what? Stampede. Third, so stampede question. Stampede question is not only by earthquake, stampede is not only by temples, stampede is also by celebrations also. People are ready. Next, third, environmental. What is that? Exposomics. Exposomics. Very important article. Next, national policy on senior citizens. Next, 6th, IMEC. What is that? India, Middle East, Europe, economic corridor. So we want to develop a economic corridor. Next, Lalu Prasad Yadav is a classic example for corruption, whereby all the Group 2 employees who were being recruited by Lalu Prasad Yadav letter, all are illiterates. Now they are earning 70,000 per month without knowing to write their name. Next, there is a requirement for policy for stainless steel. So any question on infrastructure, we have to write this. Any question on senior citizens, we have to write about national policy on senior citizens. Any question on corruption, a classic current affair, a new example, whereby all the Group 2 employees recruited by the Lalu Prasad Yadav's letter in Indian Railways, when he was the railway minister, were illiterate. 600 people were being recruited. Next. Go example. Go article. Mali. First one, census. You got. Second, stampede. Classic example. Celebrations also, we are ready to die. Next, senior citizens. So how many articles are there? Total how many? 6 or 7? 7. First one, census 2027. Stampede. Next, Exposomics. Next, senior citizens. Stainless steel. IMEC. Corruption. 7 articles. Thank you.